Competency-based training. What is competency? Competency covers all aspects of work performance for a particular role. So who decides what that is? Well, industry bodies set the required standards for competency for a whole variety of roles in the training packages and the qualifications that are contained in the training packages and designed towards performing a certain role in industry. Competency is made up of a number of different aspects and includes being able to perform certain tasks at an acceptable level of skill, so to the industry specified standard, being able to perform those tasks with that skill consistently over time. So not just demonstrating that you're capable of that once, but that you can demonstrate and perform that skill consistently over again. Competency includes being able to manage a number of different tasks to complete a whole work activity. So I put together this example thinking about an education support worker, or which is commonly called a teacher's aide or an integration aide if they're working with students with special needs. So that role would involve things such as receiving instructions from a teacher who's in charge of you and the students, organising resources, putting the resources together the way the teacher's asked you to run an activity, working with individuals or small groups of students, and reporting back to the teacher at the end of the lesson or the small group session that you took on how that all went and any students' learning needs and the like. Competency includes being able to transfer your skills and knowledge to new situations and contexts. So not just training to be, for example, again, a teacher aide at a particular type of school, but being able to gain employment in a number of different sorts of school settings in the sector, whether it's primary school, working with integrating disabled students into mainstream schools, or working with disabled students in specialised settings, working in secondary schools, working in industry training type arrangements with disabled or secondary aged students with special needs, practical VCAL and practical based training, or working in specialist. So I guess my first example would be as a specialist alternative to secondary kind of settings, and then our final picture shows a more mainstream secondary school setting. Competency includes being able to fix problems that arise. For example, being able to respond and react appropriately to unexpected problems, changes in routine and breakdowns. Those sorts of things that in any role commonly can happen that change your plans for the day, that you can adapt and roll with the different circumstances that arise. Finally, competency includes being able to fulfill the responsibilities and expectations of the workplace in a range of situations and with a range of other people in the workplace. And my images here are all about being culturally competent and working with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and people from a variety of cultures, but this isn't only limited to that. It's also being a good team member, being inclusive of all people, not just about culture, but to do with different religious groups, different choices, all of those sorts of things. So your courses not only cover the particular skills and knowledge you need for a job, but the attitudinal and people skills type requirements that are to do with that